Hey everybody, welcome into the channel. Welcome to Rob Squad and the Creators. As always, we're pumped up to have these amazing guests come on our show and talk about music. But before we get started, if you are new here, you are here as always with your boy Jay.
Hey y'all, you're also here with your girl Amber, and our friend and music aficionado Tim Sommer has been outdoing himself with songs and artists we would have never put together. He's back for another in this week's theme, Taylor Swift's recommendation.
I mean, that right there, I never would have imagined we would be doing Taylor Swift, ever.
Well, it's been fun, hasn't it?
Yes,
it has. I'll say,
absolutely.
I've definitely got a newfound respect for her, you know, between her lyrics and, you know, some of her idols that we've talked about.
That's right.
Definitely giving me some more respect towards Taylor Swift.
Can I say what I think I've seen switch in you is that I think all the hype around Taylor has made like some people like, okay, like, you know, everybody loves her. Like, I'm not, you know, as especially as a guy, like, I'm not going to check her out.
You know I'm not a hype person.
But when you see how deep and how layered and how much her music has even changed from when we were in high school to now, then you see it now, I feel like, and you're liking it.
And Swifties, don't come after me. I'm a big football guy, and I seen too much Taylor Swift last football season.
Oh, y'all got to get over that.
I seen her too much, but
gotta get over
but
her.
I do like her.
Like I said in our first episode, Taylor Swift, I think you have to go into a cynical free zone.
Yes.
She means too much to too many people. She speaks in words that mean so much to so many people that you just have to drop your cynicism.
See, and I'm glad you brought that first song to us because I haven't heard a song of hers in probably 10 years. So now it's like, oh, okay, like her Kitty kind of, when I was in high school, stuff's kind of behind me. Now I can really dive into her poetry and her lyrics now.
And that's one of the things that's driving us this week, because on a number of Taylor's songs on her new album, or her most recent album, I guess it's not brand new at this point, on her most recent album, The Tortured Poets Department, she mentions other artists who have inspired her, other artists who maybe she was thinking of during a breakup, other artists that she's discussed with her friends or her lovers. And that's the subject we're talking about this week. We did talk about Patti Smith, who Taylor Smith mentions. Now, in her song Guilty as Sin, Taylor references a song called Downtown Lights by the band the Blue Nile, who were a atmospheric romantic synthesizer band.
Drowning in the Blue Nile, he sent me downtown lights.
This fairly artsy band from Glasgow, Scotland, put out a song called Downtown Lights that came out the year she was born, and she references them in her song Guilty as Sin. And because she referenced them, their album sales, their downloads, their streaming went through the roof.
Awesome. Well, I'm ready to jump right into it. You guys heard him. Blue Nile, Downtown Lights. Let's jump right into it. Yeah, I have such a new profound respect for Taylor Swift for these people being like some of her influences, some of her idols. I never would have thought, and again, I didn't know until like last year Taylor Swift is older than us. Like for some reason, I just thought she was always younger than us. I thought she was like one of those teen superstars that's just gotten older. But yeah, she's actually quite a bit older than us. But
She was a teen superstar that just got older. She was just a teen when
Yeah.
we were starting.
I hear a connection between the sound, the musical style here, and some of the production on the new album, on her latest album, The Tortured Poets
from that
Tournament.
first song that you gave us, yes.
That's right.
The
You remember
dreamy
the
light
first song.
feeling.
The first song we listened to this week, I think that there's a direct connection between that sound and what Taylor Swift is going for. I really do.
And when you said that the Blue Nile was going to be like a synthesized group, I don't know why I was expecting it to be like one of those
Like 80s
like a
synth.
lot of it, right? Like
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
was.
synthesized. I didn't expect that it would be dreamy or trance-like. I didn't expect that
That's
I
right.
would like close my eyes and just kind of just get very, very lost and taken away and just because of the music for a moment.
And that's very consistent with everything the Blue Nile did. This is fairly consistent with their style. And in fact, they're sort of a mysterious group. They didn't tour very much. They only released 3 or 4 albums in the entire course of their career. They were very mysterious, which sort of fits in with the style of this music.
Yeah.
And once you get past sort of the 1980s hairdos in this video, it's a very, very beautiful, timeless song.
Yeah. Yeah, it is beautiful.
Hey, we're learning slowly but surely. Hey, and you're teaching us. What better teacher to have than this guy right here? Let's give her back.
Let's walk in the cool evening light. Head by side, downtown lights. It will be alright. It will be alright. It's alright. It's alright. Downtown
It's crazy. We've never heard of that band or even had a suggestion by that band. I like just the overall sound. Like you said, when you said synth, like I thought we were about to get like 80s, like some synth pop or something.
Right. And since it's a band that we haven't really heard of, can you imagine like how close to the heart Taylor's giving us, right? Like this is a band
That's
that
right.
she likes that maybe at this point in time, not many people know a lot of, that she is introducing us to. She's giving us a piece of like her interest in something that influenced her. And I think that's really cool.
Agreed.
And I think that's something that she does with her fans. She's saying it's like, you're my friends.
Yeah.
I want to turn you on to. Why else mention a band in a song other than to say,
Right.
you, my listeners, my millions of listeners, you are my friends. And I want to turn you on to the things that turn me on. And as you mentioned, when you think of synth pop music from the 1980s or even the 1990s, this isn't this sort of beautiful, cinematic, emotional sound isn't the kind of sound that you usually associate with it. Now, I'll tell you something very interesting. Maybe it's a little bit of trivia, but I'll tell you something interesting. This song bears a little bit of a resemblance. I think it even sort of borrows some melodic elements from a song by Kraftwerk called Neon Lights from the 1970s.
neon lights, shimmering neon lights, is made of light.
Have we done Kraftwerk? I don't know why that sounds so familiar
I
to
don't think
me.
we have. We have to check it out.
Yeah, we'll check
And
that out.
Kraftwerk
Sure.
as well sort of invented the ability to use synthesizers and synthetic music in an emotional capacity. And I think it's possible no one ever did it better than the Blue Nile. And obviously, meaning no one ever used synthesizer music, synthetic music, as a way to communicate sort of a deep, dreamy, emotional,
Yeah, she gave that
tearful,
dreamy feel.
tearful feeling.
Yes, it's
And obviously, that's what Taylor responded to too. And I think there are echoes of that in her latest album.
yeah, and the Tortured Poets Department, the song
right.
that you showed us at the beginning of this series, I remember
Right.
thinking it's kind of odd because she's describing like this tumultuous relationship, but it's kind of like this like dreamy dancing or like delusion type of feel in the music around you. It was happy
Exactly.
and very different. So with you making that comparison, I could definitely see that because like I said, when you mentioned synthesizers, I was thinking like we always get with the 80s, which is pow pow in your face, like kind of like dance feel, like on the dance floor.
Club scene.
Right. And this one, it was emotional. It was a much different response than I was expecting leading into it.
And I think this and everything we did this week adds up to this interesting, wonderful thing about the dynamic of Taylor Swift, which is regarding your audience as friends and regarding your music as a way to communicate with your friends and tell them, hey, you're feeling something. Maybe I felt it too. Maybe I can put your feelings into words. And not only that, hey, let me share some music with you that really turns me on. Man, that's very special.
It would
Tim-
be interesting if in the future, if she did continue to drop the names of the artists that influenced her.
It will be interesting.
Yeah, it would be very interesting. We'll also get a deeper dive into like what helped her develop the kind of music that she is making now.
Yeah.
Tim, it has been a pleasure having you on the channel
always.
all
Bless you.
week. Guys, make sure all his social medias, everything, all the links are down in the description. Make sure to go check it out. Before we let you go, though, anything new happening with you going on right now?
Well, I'm very happy to announce that I was in a band, sort of an art rock band in the 1980s called Hugo Largo, Hugo Largo.
Hugo Largo.
And our music's been out of print for a long time, but there's a really nice, large independent label called Missing Piece Records. And they've picked up our music and they're bringing it out again to the world. And for the first time in many years, the music that I made, the sort of little beautiful, I hope, ethereal art rock I made 35 years ago is now available again on streaming, finally.
Hugo Largo. Guys, make sure to go check it out. But as
Thank
we
you so
always
much.
send you guys out of here, we love you, we thank you, we appreciate you. And remember, every single day that you guys wake up, it is a blessing and that you are blessed. And for your new family members that hit that subscribe button down below, we welcome y'all to the RSR family. But you have a goal every day, just like we do. Let them know.
All right, y'all. All you have to do is go out in this beautiful world today. And as a collective, we can spread a lot of light and a lot of love by putting our best foot forward, looking out for one another. And if we can, just try to make somebody smile.
We love y'all. Till next time, we'll see you guys later.